Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Thanks as always for tuning in with us here on your Thursday morning. I'm meteorologist Maggye, and rain is returning today. That's the first thing you need to know as you're headed out the door this morning. If you're not dealing with rain, some of us are already dealing with it. We'll talk about who in just a few minutes, but if you're not dealing with it right now, you will be dealing with it later on in the day. So make sure you have your rain gear handy in your car where you can grab it. We're also tracking a wintry mix very close to the area, about like the last system we saw. Now it does remain north. I want to really hit on those last two words, remains north of us, but it's very close and we're watching it. We'll talk about where it is going to be setting up going throughout your day ahead, and then also a warmer weekend ahead. So that's some good news. We've seen some pretty chilly days out there. Things are going to be getting at least ever so slightly a little bit warmer as we head into your weekend. Here's a look at Mississippi Live radar looping over the last few hours this morning. You can see rain just continuing to kind of push up from the south, make its way and move along east as well. A few of those showers setting up in places like Lafayette County, down into Grenada County, Panola County also dealing with that. Again, very light to some isolated to scattered shower activity. The further south you go, the more consistent your rainfall is. So Atala County, Kosciuszko, all the way into Noxubee County, getting in on that more consistent, even light to moderate showers, at least this morning. Take a look over in Kosciuszko. This is one of the cameras that we get to use from the North Mississippi Storm Chaser Camera Network. Always like to see some ground truth out there. You can see the rain in Atala County kind of surrounding the city of Kosciuszko, mainly to the north. Temperatures in the upper 30s still as well, so it is a cold rain. If you're dealing with rain out there, not very fun. Take a look at Macon. You can see the ponding still within some fields there in Macon, and that is indicated on that camera as well. Also, if you look closely at the roadways, they are wet. So a lot of us waking up to some wet roadways. Be careful, take it slow this morning. If you're seeing some ongoing rainfall, temperatures in the 40s over in Macon. So yeah, very chilly out there, a chilly rain, a chilly start to your day. Temperatures across the board still in the 30s, even with the cloud cover and the rain that has moved in for some this morning. Upper 30s to middle 30s for most of us, 37 in Houston, 38 in Bruce, 34 in South Haven, 35 in Tunica, 36 in New Albany. Yeah, the further south you go, you get a little bit warmer. 40 in Kosciuszko, 39 in Louisville, 38 over in Macon. Let's talk about your next hours ahead, your first 12 hours ahead, however you want to put that. Temperature is going to be getting into the 40s by 10, upper 40s by your afternoon. And you can see rain chances stick around all day long. Here's the thing about rain today. We're going to be seeing a couple different waves. One of those is this morning. The next, as you can see, 4 to 7 o'clock when those rain chances increase, is going to be this afternoon and evening. Take a look at what's ongoing in current satellite and radar. You can see that rain kind of shifting along the Gulf Coast. The heaviest of rain down in places like Louisiana, Jackson, south of Jackson as well, along the coast, along the Gulf right now. So if you are traveling down south, maybe you're traveling down to Jackson today, going to be running into a lot more rainfall than we're going to be dealing with here in North Mississippi, and heavier rainfall at that as well. Also, do you see this band right here of some mixed precipitation? That's what's going to be clipping really close to our area. So watch as I put this into motion going throughout your next few hours. So at 10 a.m., still seeing some rain, especially in places, again, very further south of our area. So Atala County, Noxubee County as well. But the heaviest of rain still sitting down south. A lot of us after 10 a.m. going to be getting a little bit of a break before this next round of rain moves in. You can see around 3, 4 o'clock, more rain and a few heavier pockets possible with that, as well as that next wave continues to move through. That will continue throughout your evening hours. And as it does, a few, again, snowflakes to sleet mix could happen just north of our area. So places like Northwest Tennessee, as we head throughout the early morning hours of your Friday and things begin to cool down, that moves out and that whole system moves out as we head to early Friday. So yes, we're keeping about a 20% chance of rain in there for Friday for Maybe a few showers that try to hang out in the morning, but I think a majority of Friday is actually looking pretty dry, and we're just going to be dealing with a lot of clouds out there. So that's some good news if you have any plans, Friday night football plans, also parades, anything of that nature happening on your Friday. Let's talk about this wintry mix that's going to be happening just north. This is a lot to look at. This is a lot on one map, but I want to show you it because it kind of explains where we're looking at for that wintry mix coming up in the next 24 hours. Here's that overall system track. I told you it's hugging along the Gulf Coast right now, and then it'll continue to make its way up into Georgia and the Carolinas. That's the overall track it's going at. Now, the furthest north is where, of course, we're going to be seeing the coldest conditions. So here's where we're looking at for the potential of some light icing to sleet. Notice it's not in North Mississippi. I just want to keep honing in on that, but it's very, very close to it. So that's why we're keeping our eye on it. But yes, that light icing could mix in places like Northeast Arkansas, into places like Northwest Tennessee, and then continuing to stretch up into places like Kentucky. Just north of that, the potential for snow is there. But again, that light icing to wintry mix, very close to our area, almost touching the Tennessee state line at times. So we're going to be keeping our eye on it. Don't get your hopes up. It's not anything fun like snow. It's just dealing with some potential for a little bit of icing to take place. Again, just sitting north of us. If that changes, of course, you'll be the first to know. Coming up next, we'll take it more hour by hour where you can see these rain chances really move in and out of our area over the next 24 hours. Of course, we'll be talking about a lot of different things, including how much rain we're going to be seeing and also a full look at your weekend forecast. If you're looking forward to the weekend, like I am, you'll have those details coming up right after this.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Enjoy your home for the holidays with store-wide savings at Room to Room. 50% off, 48-month special financing, and as our gift to you, a free accessory buyer's card. There's something here for everyone, including gift cards. Merry Christmas from Room to Room Tupelo.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Thanks as always for tuning in here to Mississippi Live Weather and sticking with us. Want to show you where there are some showers out the door this morning. You can kind of see it. It's just kind of sporadic in nature, scattered to isolated showers happening right now from places like Panola County along 55 this morning. If you're traveling from Panola to Grenada County this morning, some very, again, isolated showers out there, light to moderate rainfall stretching all the way into places like Bruce and Lee County as well, dealing with a few of those trying to push in. The more consistent rainfall, you can see it there on your screen, remains to the south of 82 this morning, getting in on more rainfall than the majority of us from Kosciuszko, Louisville, Macon. So the further south you travel, the more consistent your rainfall is going to be this morning. And even just outside of our area, a little bit more moderate to heavy rainfall out there. Let's take a look at a few cameras out there this morning. One of them over in Oxford. You can see kind of that gloomy start to the day. This is a consistent theme across your work week, and it's going to be sticking around for today as well. Look at Lafayette County. You can see kind of the sporadic showers surrounding the county, but not necessarily within the city of Oxford right now. Temperature is cold, though, in the middle 30s out there. So still starting out in the 30s, even with the clouds and the rain in here. One more look over in Columbus. Again, you can see the rainfall just kind of sitting to the south of Columbus. So if you are traveling down south of the city, you will be dealing with some showers, but you can see here within the city on that MDOT traffic camera, we're not dealing with really any rainfall as of right now. Those look like dry roadways, but if you're running into wet roadways, which is for some of us, take a look at this, especially if you head further into places like Jackson, you're going to be dealing with some potential traffic delays. Hold on just a second, guys. Ooh, had to cough there. Here's a look at your airport delays. Again, you can see it down to Jackson. I'm so sorry. Let me get a drink of water. Ooh, so sorry, you guys. Got a little choked up there for a second. Man, that's what happens when you're on live TV for long enough. You end up getting choked up on air. Anyway, dealing with the crud, still dealing with it. But here's a look at airport delays. Let's talk about this. Here's the good news with this. I'm going to step out so you can get a full view of that. We're not dealing with any airport delays this morning, even with everything we have going on. You can see all of that rain sitting from places like Jackson, Gulfport, all of those coastal airports not dealing with anything. Your school bus forecast, temperatures near 30 or in the middle to upper 30s really right now. By the time you're picking kids up, though, temperatures in the 40s. So definitely still cold today. Kids definitely still need the rain gear out there as well if you're going to be taking them up early, because we're going to be dealing with rain throughout your day ahead. High temperatures today in the 40s, middle 40s out there as well. Low to middle 40s across the board. Even some upper 40s as well. You can see from Macon, Louisville, 45 in Grenada. I had to compose myself there. Got a little bit choked up. But anyway, overall high temperatures in the 40s for the most part today. As we head hour by hour, we will start to see this first round move out. So this is at 10 a.m. This is that round we're dealing with right now. Again, more consistent the further south that you go, especially south of 82. Watch as this round moves out. We clear out a little bit by midday. So I think into your noon plans, if you want to go out and about for your lunchtime, I don't think we're going to be dealing with much rain, but watch 3-4 o'clock. That's when the next round moves in, especially for northwest Mississippi. That will continue into northeast Mississippi as we head later on in the evening. And this is what I want you to see. This is at 7 p.m. Do you see those blues? Do you see that potential for that wintry mix? Do you see how close it is to our area? This is why we're watching it. Now, a majority of us very farther away, not going to be dealing with it. However, the closer you are to the Tennessee state line, the more interested I am in you, because we could be seeing, again, that wintry mix just clipping potentially areas like DeSoto County and into Marshall County. Those are the two counties I'm most concerned with this evening. Overall impacts look to remain very low. But again, we're still keeping our eye on it. Moving hour by hour, we're going to continue to see these rain chances continue overnight. So if you have any plans this evening, I'd make them inside. Not a great day for parades. We'll watch that overall rain chances just continue into the overnight hours. Going into the early morning hours of Friday, here's the good news. That does clear out. And by the time most of us are waking up on Friday, the rain's going to be out of the area, and we're just going to be dealing with a lot of cloud cover. Again, a few showers could try to stick around, especially around and south of 82 for your Friday afternoon. But I think a lot of us on Friday actually stay pretty dry. Rain chances, again, a majority of those rain chances are going to be sitting out there for today, and then they kind of go down as we head Friday into Sunday. A few chances, again, maybe a scattered to isolated showers in your afternoon of Friday and Sunday, but overall the main chance remains today. How much rain are we looking to pick up and see? Well, closer to that overall system track, yeah, they're going to be picking up anywhere between 2 to 3 inches down around the coast. The further north you go, the less you're going to be getting. So potentially around 3/4 to 1/2 of an inch from Starkville south, so along 82 and south. And then the further north you get, the more your drop-off becomes. Possibly around 1/4 of an inch in places like Lee County, and then again further up into places closer to the Tennessee state line, maybe 1/10 of an inch. Tomorrow, temperature is going to be again cold in the 40s out here. 47 New Albany, 48 in Tupelo, 49 in Houston, 48 in Starkville. So 40s yet again hanging out for your Friday. Another chilly day. Here's the warm up I'm talking about though. 52 on Saturday, 56 on your Sunday. So warmer conditions are coming. They're also coming as we head later on into December. Take a look at your December outlook, your temperature outlook, the 12th to the 18th. So leading up to that holiday, that Christmas holiday, we're looking at warmer conditions kind of coming back for a good portion of the United States, stretching all the way into North Mississippi. You can see it here on your 7-day forecast. 40s over the next few days, 50s Saturday and Sunday. But look as we head later on in the week. Wednesday, back to near 60. Now that is around average for this time of year. So can't say too much about that. But the warm-up is coming after we deal with these rain chances over your next few days. And again, conditions in the 40s as well. Now, one thing I want to let you know before we go, we have a Thursday preview of the football games that are still happening from our Will Kohlmeyer. Here is the latest preview from him.
Welcome to Kohlmeyer's Corner. We've been talking high school football all season long, and now we are finally here. The state championship clashes at Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville. I've been there 2 of the last 3 nights, kind of leading up to what we've got coming up on Thursday. Today, I'm in the studio, and let's start with the first state championship game on Thursday. It's an afternoon game at 4 o'clock. Calhoun City in 1A taking on Simmons. This used to be called Hollandale Simmons. A couple years ago, they switched over to Simmons itself. And let's start breaking this one down. For Calhoun City, they're looking for their 3rd state title ever, and their first since 2016. And they've got a quarterback, Harlan Pittman. We've talked about him throughout the course of this season. He can really get it done through the air and on the ground. In fact, he's accounted for 2,000 yards of total offense and 28 touchdowns when you combine his rushing and passing total. Now, Simmons comes in. They've won 3 state titles, and they won it all in succession. I don't know if you remember, but back in 2015, 2016, and 2017. So Calhoun City starts it off against Simmons. Now, we switch our attention from 1A to 5A, and we've got a game that will have, I think, a huge crowd as West Point, not much of a drive this year to play for a state championship, and their fans heading over to Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville as they'll take on Brookhaven, and this will kick off at 7:30. West Point going for their 14th state title, and that's the best. Well, of course, they already got 13. They won it all last year. That is number 1 right now in Mississippi. They're going to try to add to that total for one more on 14 with their win if they can get one against Brookhaven. I was talking to West Point head coach Brett Morgan earlier this week, and I asked him what's been stressing him the most. He said, Brookhaven. I was like, and he said the entire team. And there's a reason why. They've got a very talented quarterback that can really beat you both ways, like we talked about before, running and passing. His name is Jaden Allen. And folks, he has accounted for 37 touchdowns this year. He has led Brookhaven. What a year they've had. Yes, they've lost 2 games, but they have not lost to any 5A teams, which this, of course, is the 5A state championship game. And that should be dandy. You see what both those teams can do offensively and defensively. So that sets the table for the Thursday matchups. I'll continue my previews the rest of the week. But for now, that'll do it for this edition of Kohlmeyer's Corner.
Well, there's your Thursday night preview. If you are keeping up with all those high school football games, we'll be live one more time, or 2 more times actually, this morning in the next 10 minutes at 7 and also at 7:30. So we'll see you then.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-tirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. This is pretirement.org.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
The bravest thing that my dad has done has been going back to school.
It wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
The bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.